Testing my mic. One, two, three, four. All right, make sure the mic's up and working. Y'all can hear me. Thanks for joining. We are under a tornado watch until 4 o'clock. For quite a bit of East Tennessee, especially north of Knoxville. North is where I'm headed. We are now under an enhanced risk of severe weather in Knoxville. Most of the meteorologists and everything I've looked at say that it's going to stay mainly north of Interstate 40. But we have a chance for every type of severe weather that you can think of, and can't even rule out a tornado. Let's hope we don't get one, but I'm here with you guys to bring you the latest of what's going on. Um, there's looking at the radar map. There's a line right now that is north of us. There's another line just to the west of Nashville. It's going to be headed this way. We have two sets of storms that's going to come in. We have this first one that's supposed to be somewhere between 2 and 3, and should be out of here by 5. The next line is going to be here somewhere in the early morning hours of tomorrow, Monday morning. And I'm talking about after midnight, probably around right now. The latest timing I saw was around 2:30. Um, and it looks like to be a very heavy rainmaker that's definitely going to cause a lot of localized flooding. Uh, I think the biggest threats from both lines are, besides the flooding on the second set of storms, is damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Uh, Possibility of some large hail isolated in areas. And like I say, the tornado chances are low. We have a 5% chance of seeing a tornado within within 25 miles of any given point within the area. But that means we have a 95% chance of seeing none. But still, anytime there's a chance, especially when you have storms rolling in, if you get some discrete supercells or even some embedded stronger storms, if you have a line of storms coming in, we can definitely have some quick spin up tornadoes. Uh, Hopefully, if we get any, they're going to be very weak. I just wouldn't count on that. But I'm going to head north of Knoxville. I'm thinking right now, just looking at the radar map, we're going to head toward the Clinton area and then maybe on up to La Follette, just depending on what everything looks like. But thank you for everybody's joining. Thank you for coming in. Uh, since I am driving by myself, I'm not going to be able to look at the comments too often. Thank you for everybody. I see some people are in the comments. But I will try to take every chance I can and look at your comments. I think that my lovely wife Deb is going to join in the moderation later, and I'm sure at some point, more than likely, I've not got to talk to him today, but you guys that's followed me may know Keith, which looks like Keith is there. Hi, Keith. How are you? So Keith will definitely be helping with some moderation today. Uh, and love having him on board. He's a big help with the channel, and hopefully going to get Keith a lot more involved in the very near future. Thank you guys for letting me know you can hear me. Robert, definitely going to have some happy hunting. Um, like I say, chances of seeing a tornado today are very low, but not zero. So, Verizon is who I use for my primary hotspot when I'm doing this, and it works out really well. Sometimes we do lose signal occasionally in some of the more remote areas. I got AT&T as a backup, so I have two different hotspots I can use. My AT&T would not sign on today, and I'm really not surprised at that with luck I've had with AT&T in the past. But that's okay. We're going to make it through. If the signal drops, just know I will be back. My plans right now is, like I say, this first line is supposed to be out of here by 5 o'clock. So basically, I'm going to be doing two broadcasts. I'll do this one until the first line is gone and it no longer poses any risk. And then I'm planning on going home, getting a good nap in, and getting up about 1 a.m. to catch the storms that'll be coming in overnight. And I know most people will be asleep, and that's just fine. But at least if there's warnings or stuff come out and you get woke up, you know I'll be out here to try to bring it to you. And again, if you're just coming on, we are under a chance of volcano 0. That's awesome, Keith. I love it. Is it really 0? Is it always 0? But we are under a tornado watch, even in Knox County, uh, as far south as Blount County until 4 p.m. As far as I know, they have not extended that. Thank you guys for watching. It's going to be, unfortunately, be a little boring for the first part of this until we can get into the storms. For anybody wondering, I'm getting on Interstate 40 eastbound, 75 north. Those two major interstates come right through Knoxville. Traffic doesn't appear to be too heavy, but wow. I like people think the interstate is the Daytona 500. And thank you for everybody that's subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you find this, um, and you want to know when I go live, chasing storms, whatever else. I ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. Uh, Anybody that's watching, if you'll like the video, that helps the algorithms get it out there. So people that are scanning YouTube for severe weather coverage can find it. Thank you guys for everybody that joined the other day from our First Responder Appreciation Day that we had at our shop, Knox Verizon Complete Auto Care here in Knoxville. We had a really good turnout. And thank you all who come out for support too. Really awesome. Oh, traffic's going to be fun today. I can already see. If you want it to be over. I also want to thank anybody for listening. Some of you guys have actually stopped by the shop to visit me and say hi. I appreciate seeing each and every one of you. So we've had a couple more people join the stream. Just to let you guys know, I'm headed north of Knoxville. I'm going to head to the Clinton area, Clinton, Tennessee area first. We're going to check the radar map, and then we may head further north. Uh, we are in an enhanced risk of severe storms. Under a tornado watch until 4. Biggest threats with today's storms, localized flooding and high winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. The storms are going to come through overnight. I hope you guys have a way to get notifications. Wow. Gotta love the drivers. As you guys can see, we are now on 75 North. Like I say, we'll head to Clinton, Tennessee first, check the radar map, and then decide whether to go further north or west or which direction we need to go. Thank you all for watching very much. This is the first of 2 rounds of severe weather that's coming into East Tennessee. This first round should be done by 5 o'clock. The second round, unfortunately, is going to come in overnight. The last I heard was around 2:30 a.m. Unfortunately, while everybody's asleep. So I definitely encourage you, if you've got a weather radio, make sure your batteries are fully charged. But even if you have a weather radio, make sure you have an alternative way to get alerts overnight. My plan is to live stream until this first round's over. We'll take a break and then I'll start another stream, depending on the timing of the storms. If they stay the way they are, since they're supposed to come in about 2:30, I'll probably start somewhere between 1:30 and 2 a.m. If we need to adjust, we will. If they're a little later or a little earlier. If you're just coming on the channel, I would ask you if you like what I'm providing, the information I am, please hit the like button on this video so that it'll help the algorithms get the video out to more people who are searching for severe weather coverage. If you're new to the channel, I'd ask you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. But I just appreciate you guys being along for the ride. And again, sorry I can't look at all the comments. I'm actually by myself today, but I'm going to try to look at them every chance I get. My lovely wife is supposed to be helping with comments here very shortly. Unfortunately, my daughter is sick with an upper respiratory infection, so she's also helping take care of her. But we do have Keith on board today. Keith, thank you for being here and thank you for helping moderate the comments. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are under a tornado watch at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern, and the chance of a tornado is very low, but you can't rule one out with these storms that's coming in. what I believe, looking at the weather, is this first line of storms. The better chance for severe weather is north of Interstate 40. And the chances definitely increase the further north you go. You guys, anybody that's scanning YouTube, it's very funny. I think that I may have another storm chaser behind me because just looking at his vehicle, he's got two GoPro cameras on the front, light bar on the top. I don't know who it is. If anybody's scanning and can figure out who it is, I just think that would be very, very interesting. If you find him, I'm in a red Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek Edition. It'd be kind of interesting to figure out who it is that's behind me. But we have the same idea, so that's a good thing. But I would bet money that he's a storm chaser. We're currently leaving Knox County, headed into Anderson County. So I'm 1 mile from the Norris Clinton exit. I'm going to get off. We're going to look at the map and see exactly where we want to go. And we'll see if I can tell who this is that's been following me. Not sure. Bear with me while we check the radar map. It looks like I cannot really look at it while I'm driving, but give me just a moment, just a minute. You get radar Omega pulled up where I can see it good. Whoa, we do have tornado warning to the north of us. They're way north of us. Okay, we're going to continue a little further north. I think that is the best bet. Um, and Susan, I wouldn't rule out a volcano either. Uh, oh, thank you for watching from Butler, Tennessee. Uh, yeah, like Keith said, I highly encourage everybody to hit the share button, share it with anybody that would like to follow the coverage. It's like the worst of this is all to our north. We were incurring a lot of slower traffic. And we're entering into Campbell County, Tennessee. I got some awesome drivers today. They won't go too slow or they won't try to run over you. Got spraying, at least a few sprinkles. Didn't last long. Pull off the next exit, check the radar map again, see where our position is. Bear with me a minute while I check the map. Fortunately, I'm well behind the storms that just came through, but the other line is on its way. I still think the further north we are, the better the chance. So, so what I want to do is get further north and get into position. Little Valley Acres Farm. Nice to see you guys on here. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the everything everybody's been saying really quick. Thanks, Keith, for looking. Um, yeah, I agree with Keith. Plan ahead where your safe space is, in case this weather does get the way it's supposed to. Uh, yes, I was on I-75. I'm headed north to the Tennessee-Kentucky border. That looks like it's kind of to be a bullseye here very soon. Um, Ooh, heavy rain, lightning, and speed well. Um, Good deal, guys. I'm going to keep heading further north. We're going to try to intercept that second line of storms that's going to come through. Again, I'll try to stop every chance I get to look at your comments. But since I'm by myself, I have to focus on driving more than anything else. Again, thank you guys for being with me today. We're going to, if the severe weather does happen the way that they're saying, we're going to be ready for it. Try to be in the best position. And we're back on 75 northbound, headed to the Tennessee-Kentucky line. Try to position ourselves ahead of the storms. Heath, thank you for keeping everybody informed, buddy. Probably a little foggy up here. Yeah, I was wondering about my speed considering all the cars that have passed me. I'm going over the speed limit. Roads are in such great condition. Mm. Sorry for all the camera shake. Just passing the Rarity Mountain exit at 75 North. A lot of slow moving traffic headed 75 southbound. Sorry, guys. First time we had a little signal trouble there, I saw. Overall, the stream's been really good today. Coming up to Jellicoe, Tennessee. Okay, give me just a minute here to look at stuff. So most of East Tennessee is still under a tornado watch. That includes Anderson, Blunt, Campbell, Claiborne, Knox, Loudon, Morgan, Roane, Scott, and Union till 4 o'clock. Road networks have a lot to be desired up here. Trying to figure out what might be the best possible way to intercept some of these storms. Um, Looking at the radar and everything. Well, somehow I moved all the way up to Wisconsin. I apologize. That's way to the east of us. So just to let you guys know, we are right here at the moment. So we have all these storms that are headed in this direction. As you can see, especially just north and west of Nashville, there are severe thunderstorms embedded in this now. We're still under tornado watch. If it's like the storms that came through earlier, they strengthened by the time they got east. And you can see how they're kind of on the radar loop, how they're kind of blowing up. The storms are way too far off. So what I think we do is we go a little bit further north to Williamsburg, Kentucky, right in here. And that's where we stage and kind of wait and watch the radar and see what they're doing. At least that's my plans at the moment, guys. So, because this whole mess is headed right in their direction. Thanks, Keith, for letting us know about the ground stop at Nashville Airport. So I'm going to head on up to Williamsburg, and then we'll kind of keep an eye on the storms that's headed this way and figure out the best way to go from there. But I still think this whole area is kind of under a bullseye. But we can always readjust whichever way we need to go. Thank you guys for being with me as we're tracking and waiting on severe weather. I am in Kentucky. Normally I chase mainly in Tennessee, but I'm trying to put myself in the line of where the severe storms are going to be today. And as we all know, when we live around the mountains of East Tennessee, Kentucky, it's hard to predict what the storms are going to do. Well, fun fact, I was looking earlier and I've not found the stats on how many tornadoes we've actually had in Tennessee this year. But I can tell you in 2023, we had 60 tornadoes, confirmed tornadoes that touched down the state of Tennessee all of last year. And a lot of people just don't think of Tennessee as being that place that gets a lot of tornadoes. But we are part of Dixie Alley, and we do get more tornadoes than what anybody thinks. Most of them are very weak, most of them. Maybe I get you those stats in a little bit for the past few years next time I stop. It is the I-75 racetrack out here today. Hopefully the severe weather's not going to be too bad. If nothing else, we've had a very pretty drive. Williamsburg, Kentucky, 2 miles. So we're almost there, and that's where we'll, like I say, we'll stage up there. Then we'll just start monitoring the radar so we can fine tune the track of the storms. Coming upon the first Williamsburg exit, and I'm going to take it. Williamsburg city limit. Convenience store and grab a drink because I am thirsty. You guys will bear with me a minute. I'm going to run in and get something to drink, and I'll be right back. And then we'll start looking at the radar map a little closer, the track of the storms, and exactly where we need to be. I have returned. And we'll go find a good place to park and start watching everything. Still got plenty of charge on my hotspot. Thank you guys again for being with me. Take a look at your comments in a minute as soon as I get somewhere where we can sit for a few minutes and take a look at the radar. In fact, I think if I remember, it's been a while since I've been up here. There's a Walmart. Yep, I see the Walmart sign. We'll go sit in that parking lot. And the only thing that kind of stinks where I'm at here is all the hills and stuff around here. To the west of us is unfortunately going to block the view of the weather coming in, so that could make it very tricky. But it'll be okay. Mint Gaming Hall. Heard advertisements for it. Have never been there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, radar pulled up. I'm going to widen it out a little bit so that we can see it. Uh, oh, wow. Straight line wind damage in Millersburg, Kentucky. Wow. I'm not surprised with what went through there earlier. And I think that's going to be our biggest threat today. It's actually been years since I've been here too. I was just thinking this Walmart that I'm in the parking lot of. Years ago, I bought my very first digital camera at this Walmart. It was a little Kodak, a little small camera, had a fixed lens on it, and I think it was all like 1.6 megapixels. Oh my gosh. But at the time, it was the camera, and it's just pretty wild now to know that the cameras I carry around with me now, the two Nikons, are 45 megapixels. It's amazing where we've come to in that time frame. Uh, Storms are still on track. Of course, they're right around the Hendersonville, Nashville area. We do have all this here that's headed our way. Part of me wonders if I need to go back south a little bit more, but I kind of want to let the storms get just a little closer so we can see. Let's widen it out, see what else we have going on. Um, don't see a lot else. I know the last I heard, and I'm going to look at my phone in a minute, but they were talking about another round coming in tonight, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Do want to check something here on Radar Omega. Looking for. I'm supposed to be able to show you guys where I'm at on the radar map, but it is, for some reason, it is not working. Look and see if I've got something turned off. Maybe that'll do it. I'm not sure. But to let you know where I'm at, I'm right here where the 75 logo's at, and I just don't know why I'm not showing up. As you can see, this whole line is headed this direction, so unfortunately we're in that hurry up and wait mode. Oh, my lovely wife. Hello, Deb. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody that's liked the video. We'll take a look at the latest track of everything. See if everything's still panning out to be the same or see if anything's different. So right now, what it looks like, that second round of severe storms should be somewhere from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. roughly. That'll be our after this one comes through, that'll be our next round of severe weather. As a matter of fact, our chances for rain or anything starts going down quite a bit until around 10 p.m. when the rain chances start picking back up. And by 1 a.m., we're at 73% chance of rain and storms. Then the severe weather should be back in at 2 a.m. and last until about 5 a.m. And I'm definitely probably going to be closer to Knoxville at that time because that's when we're supposed to have a lot more widespread coverage. Thank you to everybody that is watching. Like I say, we're just kind of waiting on this line of storms. I'm sitting right in here. I do not know why it's not showing up on the map. There are no tornado warnings anywhere in the country right now, which is good. We'll look a little closer at the storms that are right out here in Nashville that are severe warned. Change the radar so we can take a deeper look at them. A lot of lightning associated with them, as you guys can see. A lot of lightning through that whole line of storms that's headed this way. Look and see if we have any rotation in them at all. Probably not. I'll see if I've got a better radar to look at them with. Those are so close to the radar site there, it's hard. The storm is just south of Dixon, Tennessee, north of Centerville. Looks like the most impressive one right now. Let's see if I can find a little better radar site for that one too. So here's the deal. It is definitely a supercell storm. This little hook there's a little hook on that storm. So if that storm could become tornado warned, radar indicated, right in here would be where we would look to see something. But the velocity is not really, it's not really showing any rotation yet, but it's definitely a storm to keep an eye on. Let's see what the next radar scan shows. I was telling you guys too, we were talking about the number of tornadoes in the state of Tennessee, and let me pull that up. I had those stats earlier because it kind of amazed me at how many we've seen. And this is, I'm looking right now at, whoops, of course, if I hadn't just got rid of my thing. So I'm looking at tornadoes, and the list I have goes all the way back to 1950. So in 2023, we had 60 confirmed tornadoes in Tennessee. 2022 was a very slow year. We only had 6. 2021, we had 97 confirmed tornadoes in Tennessee. From there, a lot less the past few years before that, 41 in 2020, 24 in 19. You go back to 2011, which of course, if anybody was around at that time, that's when there was a lot of bad severe weather. The horrible, devastating tornado that went through Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but Tennessee saw 125 tornadoes for the year of 2011. What's interesting when we look at this, and I go all the way back to 1950, there was only 3 in 1950, 1 in 1951, 26 in 1952, 1753, but the tornadoes for all those years very low, and it really didn't start getting an uptick and a pretty steady uptick until right around 1994. Now it was kind of, and since 94, matter of fact, 94 we had 27, then 95, 36, then 19, 38, 39. So just, it's very interesting just to look at the pattern, because to me, it looks like we're getting a lot more tornadoes as we go further into time in Tennessee. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We're tracking severe weather. I'm in Williamsburg, Kentucky right now. Not my normal stomping grounds to chase tornadoes. But I was trying to put myself in front of the line of these storms so I could bring you all some good footage. It's a very large area that's in enhanced risk of severe weather. Tornadoes are on the lower end, but they're not out of the question. My goal for anybody just tuning in is I plan once we get through these storms, I'm going to take a break, and then I will come back on the next severe round of storms. Right now, it's on track to come into the area around 2 a.m. tomorrow morning and last through 5. So I plan on being out. Most of you will be asleep, which is perfectly fine. But if you do have a way to get um, warnings, I'm gonna look at one of the weather forecast right now.
We have a few developing storms still basically out ahead of what is kind of the last big wave for that extended WVLT first alert weather day tonight. So just know that there are some storms we're keeping an eye on as they develop and try to move across East Tennessee. But we do have a good lull for the early evening before the main wave. The cold front itself then spreads out middle of the night. So we're still back into that midnight to 1 to 2 a.m. time frame for the potential for damaging wind, hail, and a flooding risk, because at this point then we've got some very heavy rain on repeat for parts of our area. So this does spread out then 100% coverage of our area through your early Memorial Day Monday morning. Those early morning outdoor ceremonies for Memorial Day, please keep this in mind. Ponding to flooding on roads a concern. Could also have some downed trees, some damage here. So hopefully everybody stays informed to stay safe during the overnight to your early Monday morning hours as that cold front passes. So we've got the latest for you on WVLT News and through the WVLT First Alert Weather app, of course.
So, guys, I guess y'all heard that. If you didn't, the biggest risk overnight is flooding, high winds, possibly some hail. Still can't rule out tornado. This storm that we're looking at here on the radar is definitely not as impressive as what it was. See what the rest of them are kind of looking like. Change the radar. So it looks like everybody's definitely going to see something. Just kind of trying to look at a moment, see if what maybe I could take a different path. Maybe take Highway 92 over to 27. And go, let's see. And take 27 down through Sunbright, which just a couple months ago had a tornado. Sunbright's right in here. That would definitely put it in line for that row of storms that's coming through. And I think that maybe what I do is head in that direction. That way it'll put us more on track with the severe warned storm right now. Because it definitely looks like it's going to be more in that direction. So I think I'm actually going to put that in. My GPS.
Starting route to Sunbright. Proceed to the route, then turn left onto State Highway 92.
So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll take 92 over to Sunbright. We'll go through there and see if we can't intercept this line of storms. I'm going to reposition the map too, put it in the lower corner. The thing I'm worried about is our cell coverage as we go. Let's see. Oh, JD, thank you very much, man. I really, really appreciate that. I heard that a lot. The very first thing that I really did was the snowstorm back in the winter, and actually at Sunbright, Tennessee, Keith. But that's when my channel kind of blew up a little bit. People watching the snowstorm, everybody thanked me for doing stuff in their area. And I mean, I'm an East Tennessee native. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. Oh, sorry about the rough one there. Trying to get my drink out of the bag. Um, Looks like it's going to take me about an hour to get to Sunbright, but that should be perfect to catch those storms coming in. So let's head that way. Check my hotspot again to make sure I still got plenty of charge on it. Don't need to plug it in. Yep, 73% charge. We're good. So we're going to get out of here and head towards Sunbright, Tennessee.
Turn left onto State Highway 92. Stay in the left lane.
And away we go.
In about 10 miles, keep left onto State Highway 92.
Guys.